Twelve Bridges, and welcome back to this week's edition of CrashTalk Sports. I'm your host, Matt Bunton. I'm here with
Stevie Pagano,
Owen Errotabere,
and William Harris.
Yeah, how are you guys doing today?
All right. Kind of recovering from the
Doing
Falcons
great.
loss, but, you know.
All right, first up, we're gonna take a look at this 12 Bridges football. It's our bye week this week, so the day that you're listening to this, we have no varsity or JV game the next day. So, you know, me personally, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time, but we do need to go ahead and take a look at that Destiny Christian game. So, to recap, that game started off real hot, 31-7 going into the half. Not close game at all. All of a sudden, started picking it up. We're going ahead, and we score one touchdown. Destiny Christian scores 4 or something. No, three touchdowns. It's 30-38, and we get the onside and run the ball, take our knees, and then we were out of there. Win is a win. You know,
it should have been by more, but
yeah, it should have been by more.
Win's a win.
Yeah, win is a win. In the end, the number next to our name
What's
goes up.
What's the record now? 5-0.
5-0.
There you go. 5-0 is 5-0.
It's a reoccurring trend that the 12 Bridges football team, they let them in at the end of games. You know, Whitney, that one got close, and then this one again. This one got close in the second half, whereas in the beginning of the season, the gap got wider in the second half.
Yep.
That is true. If you guys remember, we either start off real hot and we finish off a little bit slower, or we start off slow and we end off real hot. So it's no in between.
Hopefully they don't do that, either of those next week. They actually just come out strong and stay strong the whole
Slight preview to week 6. I know that we're going to have another show pretty soon, and this is probably going to be, that show is probably going to highlight it a little more, but we're going to be playing Nevada Union. We're playing away. Nevada Union, in case you don't know, they have a very nice football field.
I don't know, is their team good or?
They're middle of the pack probably.
Okay.
They're not spectacular. They're a team that we would
12
win.
Bridges should beat them.
Yeah, we should win pretty handily.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a look at some of the star players of that Destiny Christian game real quick.
Okay.
Number 1 I want to talk about is Chase Willidko against Destiny Christian. Yeah, Destiny Christian Academy. I keep on having to think about it because I said Christian Brothers on accident like 6 times last week. Chase Willidko against Destiny Christian, 210 rushing yards for a 7.2 average. Longest run was 52 yards, and he didn't come out with a touchdown, but you know what? I think that when you drop 210 yards, you're fine.
And 7 yards per carry is insane, no matter who it's against.
Absolutely. At that point, you just run the ball every play.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is pretty much what we did. So, amazing. He did great that game. We had a lot of injuries before that game started. We had Matthew Marquez out on a MCL sprain. We had, which I've dealt with, that's not fun.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat.
We had Corday was out on a concussion, and we've had we had a couple injuries that game. But yeah, overall, very good week for 12 Bridges. Even though there's some things that we need to, get out the rough spots,
What is the biggest issue you'd say?
Biggest issue, we need to be consistent. I mean, when we're fired up to go prove a team wrong, right? We will start off so hot. I mean, we were ready to go mess up Whitney pretty bad. I mean, they talked a lot of crap to us, and so we wanted to, in case you didn't know, we wanted to go show them. And first half, we were up 28-0, and then in the end, it was 42-27. I mean, 27 points in the second half.
Pretty bad.
That's
something to work on, but
yeah. I mean, obviously, we still won the game handily, but we need to stay consistent. If we're gonna, score that many points and stop that many points, then we need to do that same thing in the second half. And then when you're going against any other team, a lot of time we underestimate other teams.
Yeah.
And so we start off, like, for example, against Arroyo Grande, we were down 14-0. And then, 7-21.
Yeah.
And then 21-21. And so we had to make that comeback during the second quarter and then show them that we can keep up with them in the second half.
So you guys just need to have like the good mindset, pretty much.
Yeah. We need to stay consistent with our mindset. We need to stay consistent with how many points we're putting on the board and how many points we're stopping from showing up on that football, field.
Yeah, they'll be good though. I think they're definitely going to make playoffs.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how far they go.
And we're going to take a look really quick at the teams remaining as well on our schedule. Like I said, Nevada Union, we should win that game pretty easily. They've done a little better this year than they have previously, but we've also always beaten them pretty easily. So, we should be good against them. Placer,
They're good.
we hate Placer.
Yeah.
We hate Placer.
Placer's
Placer's not actually that great this season. It's interesting, but Placer not great this season, but we hate Placer. So I expect that to be one of those games that we're just gonna go like blow for blow. And then after that we have Roseville, who is pretty good this season.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a tough game, but not as tough as Arroyo Grande. And then we go ahead and go against Yuba City. We play Yuba City
I
after
don't like
that.
Yuba City either.
I don't know if you knew this, but Yuba City, before their season, they said, hey, we're different. We're different this year.
Yeah, they're not very good.
Not great. And then we finish it off with Del Campo, and Del Campo is just, another football team
terrible.
We should be able to beat very, very easily.
Yeah.
That's one that I would be disappointed if we don't put up 50. So
yeah, because they're probably the worst team in that league.
So yeah, when it comes down to league, feeling pretty good. Roseville's a tough one. Besides that, we should be
Roll
chilling.
through, yeah.
This bye week is gonna help too.
Another undefeated season, yeah.
I mean,
so, knock on wood though. Knock on wood though.
we have won 25 consecutive league games. Well, not league games, but regular season games.
That's insane. Like, I know it's like D3, what, D4?
With D4, we play pretty much all D3 teams
That's
in the
insane.
league.
That's good.
And this preseason, we've gone against a D1 team, I think 2 D2 teams, and that's just, never an easy schedule for us. Just because we're D4 doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. Now that we've gone through Rhinos football, we're going to head straight into the NFL. We're going to go through our first section, which is Game of the Week. And obviously, I want to talk about the Bears.
No, absolutely not.
Stevie, there's a door right there if you want to go check it out.
I think Eagles.
It's that Eagles-Rams game, which I think that probably got Game of the Week for most people.
And let's talk about the amount of blocked field goals in crunch time.
That was insane. We had 3 blocked field goals in the NFL in the same 5 minutes. One by the Jets,
Eagles,
which almost won them the game,
and then the Packers too, or the Browns actually. They blocked the Packers, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. And I believe that's what won them the football game. The Packers lost to the Bears.
That was trippy.
Not Bears.
I saw 4 minutes left.
Browns.
Packers up 10-0. I'm like, oh yeah, Packers got this in the bag. And then I looked 10 minutes later, and the Packers somehow let 13 points on them against who is it? Shador starting, right?
So
is it Shador or Joe Flacco?
It's Flacco.
It's Flacco.
Do we think
Flacco.
the Lions have a chance to win the NFC North, or is it still the Packers?
I think after this week, you have to say that there's some competition between the two.
Yeah. I think
I don't think there's still not one person that outleads. I think you have to give it 4 more weeks to really settle in and see if the team still produce the same production, or they somehow have a turn and there's some surprising teams that take over.
And I personally think Lions and Packers are miles ahead of the Bears and the Vikings. But
Although, like I said, I do want to take a look at this game of the week, which is Rams versus Eagles. The Eagles begin the game with a interception from Zach Bond, which sets them up for a touchdown. Yep. That is the last touchdown of the first half for the Eagles. the Rams go on to get 26 unanswered points from the Eagles in the first half.
Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback.
Jalen Hurts actually only had 19 passing yards in the entire first half.
I know.
Because he can't throw the ball.
He can't throw the ball, but he fits in the Eagles system. So
He has basically more touchdowns doing the tush push than actual throwing touchdowns.
He's not a good thrower, but he can fit in the Eagles system, so he doesn't really need to be like that good of a thrower.
I mean, the way that he plays works well for the Eagles, like just the way that they designed it. Also, the offensive coordinator should get fired.
Same with the Falcons. Zach Robinson is.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's worse than whoever
So
the Eagles.
Kevin, whatever his last name is he needs to get out because we pretty much ran the football the entire first half.
I mean,
Jalen Hurts threw the football 8 times in 2 quarters.
I wouldn't want Jalen Hurts throwing the ball that much though. Like I know 8 times is absolutely outrageous, but like I would say 15 times would be like
he should have gotten at least double the pass attempts.
Yeah.
Right. And on top of that, pretty much every single pass attempt he did get was something extremely short, or it was a designed dump off to Saquon. It was terrible. And Saquon Barkley, he got a lot of touches. They looked at how the Rams played against them last year both times, and Saquon just ran all of them. Didn't work out that way in the first half. And then all of a sudden, our offensive coordinator discovered the revolutionary idea of pass plays. And Jalen Hurts finished off the game with nearly 300 passing yards. He actually, honestly, I would argue, was the player in the second half that brought us the win. Him and A.J. Brown together. Devontae Smith also had a very big contribution, had the last touchdown.
I think it was Jordan Davis.
And in the end, we blocked a major field goal from the Rams in I think it was the fourth quarter, near the start of the fourth quarter, and it was Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis's biceps that the ball hit, and recovered that, and then we go down the field, score a touchdown, and the Rams get the ball back, and all of a sudden they're driving down the field. About 30-yard field goal with 1 second left on the clock.
And that's easily like a routine field goal.
Yeah, routine field goal for a good kicker as well. Cardi. And Jordan Davis reaches into the air, blocks it again, picks it up himself.
That could be huge for like the 1 seed later on too.
Yeah. By the way, obviously we can't go ahead and like encourage gambling or anything, but that was a bad beat right there for anyone who had the over for the under on the I think it was a 3.5 point spread.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was rough because Jordan Davis didn't even need to bring that back to the house. They had already won the game.
Yeah.
And he just did. And 33-26, 3.5 point spread gone.
Luckily I didn't bet on that. So breaking news this morning, how about Jackson Dart starting for the Giants?
Yep.
Right move.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, it's terrible. I don't know why they kept starting him.
He looked good against Dallas.
1 week, and the Dallas Cowboys have the worst defense in football. So
probably the worst secondary, yeah.
That's the Bengals.
They have a good run defense.
Without Deron Bland, though, so.
They need a star pass rusher. Maybe like someone like Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
They should. I would probably give up like 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cowboys look terrible, but the Jackson Dart starting is some pretty major news, honestly. In case this is where you're finding out about it, Jackson Dart, he was a first-round pick from, was it
Ole Miss?
Ole Miss, yeah, Ole Miss. I thought so, and I think he had Trey Harris there with him too, right? But
he's definitely going to struggle against the Chargers defense. That's a tough debut.
I think that this is actually the wrong time to start him. I know that this sounds crazy because like everybody's been saying we need to start Jackson Dart. This is the wrong time to put him in because you're going against an undefeated football team.
Yeah.
And you are unwinning. And you expect, your rookie to be the Lord and Savior and try to, save your entire season. That's not how this works. You need to let him sit for at least another game. Give him a situation where his confidence is high, because the higher your confidence, the better throws you're probably going to make, the better decisions you can take the risks when you need to take the risks. But when you're in this down low situation, you're going to play conservatively because you don't want to be named the backup again.
Yeah. I think he should have been put in around week 6. And
maybe week 7.
Week 6 or 7, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard announcers talking about this, and like their schedule is pretty hard. They played the Eagles twice in 3 weeks coming up, and so maybe you would ease him in against the Saints, but there wasn't really a great time to insert him. So inserting him now, obviously the fan base, really wants Jackson Dart. So we'll see what he can do. It's going to be a very tough Chargers defense, obviously with Derwin James. So.
Adding on to this big Jackson Dart news as well, I want to take a look at last week in case you didn't watch the game. You might not have heard about this, but you actually had Giants fans in the stands chanting, "We want Dart, we want Dart," and they were trying to get Russ to sit. You get Dart out there, try to see what he can do against the Kansas City Chiefs. And Brian Daboll said, no, we're going to keep Russ out there. Russ goes out there, and everyone starts booing in the entire stadium. It was very loud, actually, some of the loudest booing I've ever heard, which, you know what, knowing Giants fans, that's, kind of deserved.
And then throwing it away on 4th and goal is outrageous.
Oh, yeah, no terrible.
That's funny.
Yeah. We're going to quickly breeze through this. I'm going to be the only one talking for just a second. You have Mike Evans is out for a couple weeks. We don't know exactly how long. Chris Godwin is likely going to be back this week. CeeDee Lamb is likely to be out for, you said 3 to 4 weeks. I believe that's right. And then you have a few other questionable players like Terry McLaurin could be out. We don't know. Unlikely, but he is questionable right now. So, just some of the injuries that may impact some of your football games or fantasy games. But we're going to quickly go into top 5. But we're going to go check out who are your top 5
teams.
Top 5 teams. Top 5 teams.
Number 1, the Bears. Because I'm just kidding.
The Bills.
All right. So, I think the Bills are actually they're up there.
Hold on, I have a hot take. I think Colts are better than the Bills.
No, not yet.
I think the Colts are better than the Bills.
My personal question is, do we think that the Ravens may have dropped down?
Yes.
Out of the top 5.
I think
Henry's getting older.
All right. I think the Bills are 1. Okay. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Stevie, what you say? Colts?
I say Colts.
Okay.
I think Colts aren't not the best team.
Colts
in the
are
NFL,
in the NFL. I'd say Bills, Eagles, 1, 2.
That's fair.
Okay.
Colts 3.
That's fair.
Okay. I'll make them 3 because
no.
I didn't realize they didn't
Chargers
play
3.
They're playing mid-teens. They got like really like play like a Bills or Ravens team to really solidify that they're the real deal.
Chargers 4. Okay. They're 3-0 and they have
Chargers at 3. They're above the Colts.
No,
then number
I
5.
I personally feel like if the Bucks went head to head with the Colts, I think the Bucks would win.
I think number 5 is the Packers. I think the Packers are better than the Buccaneers, but the Buccaneers are around 6.
I mean, that Packers game was a bad beat. Though.
Yeah, you can argue that the Bucks are better than the Packers, but I think personally the Packers would absolutely cook the Buccaneers.
Here, I'll go.
Okay, so officially, what do we got?
I'll go Bills, Eagles. I'll go Colts. I'll go Packers, Buccaneers.
Packers, Bucks. I agree with that.
I don't think Chargers are still. They barely beat the Broncos.
I don't know if I can.
Broncos aren't the best team, but they're not the worst team. They're kind of like in the middle. They're still trying to figure out their passing offense, and I don't know. I think Broncos need to take a big step, but Chargers barely beat them. So that's why I say they're not in the top 5.
Well, you guys hear it right here. I think that's my power ranking as well. I agree with that.
I'm gonna stick with what I said. I mean, I think we all have like pretty similar. Like we can all agree that like the Bills, Colts, and Packers are all up there.
Yeah, I think they're all like interchangeable. I mean, I think that there's also an argument to be made like about the Lions being in there.
Yeah, I don't think they're above the Packers just because first of all they got cooked by them.
Absolutely cooked, yeah.
But give it a couple weeks, I think they will be.
Yeah. All right, and then our last but not least little section that we like to do on here, right probably right after the bell rings. If you guys need a late slip, you can ask her. But I think you'll be fine. Our last one is going to be top 5 quarterbacks. Where are top 5 quarterback standings in the NFL? For starters, I want to say Josh Allen is undisputedly
Joshua
for
Allen
me
is
number one for me
We're going right now.
right now.
Hot
Daniel
take.
Jones.
Actually, Lamar Jackson may be above him right now.
All right,
No.
so Josh Allen 1.
Yeah,
Daniel Jones 2.
that's
Yeah.
not
That's-
that's not
that's not-
insane
that's
to
not
say.
ridiculous.
No,
to say.
that,
That's
I
not-
No,
think
that's not
right.
ridiculous to say.
I think that's right.
3. Okay, Justin Herbert.
Yes.
Come on. You can't say no. It's Justin Herbert.
I like it. I don't love it. I mean, I think that there are quarterbacks.
I'm
that are-
iffy on it.
Like
4.
even though Lamar's 1 and 2,
Yeah.
like take a look at how he played, and none of
Lamar's
those games.
4.
If his
Jared Goff
defense
5.
holds up, he wins every single one of those games.
I would put Baker over Herbert.
No, absolutely
put
not.
Baker. No,
Absolutely not.
Really?
Absolutely not. No. Baker, I think Baker's in the 5 to 6.
I think Baker's just more clutch than Herbert in cases, and that's what really. I mean, I think stats wise, it does. I think Herbert has the edge on that, but I think really performing and in the best scenarios, clutching, I think Baker has an edge on him over Herbert.
All right, I give you Joshua Allen, Indiana Jones, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, then Baker Mayfield.
I could see number 5 Caleb Williams, because look at the stats. He leads or ties in the most passing touchdowns. He has the least interceptions. He's got a great passer rating. Don't give me that face.
I
see
because
him
we're in
around
the same
like
division
6 or
as you.
7.
Look at the stats.
I don't hate it. I don't
Jared
hate it.
Goff.
It's really not.
I don't know
It's
if you
rough.
guys have seen this over the
If you
past
look at the
10
stats, he's
years.
been performing great, and
Jordan Love, thank you.
it's not fair to
It's
Caleb.
not Jordan Love.
It's
No.
not. Or Jared Goff. It's Caleb Williams.
It's Jared
Nonetheless,
Goff.
that is all we have time for.
See you guys
today.
today.
So, thank you guys for listening.
Jorge Posada.
This is your host, Matt Bunton.
Stevie Pagano.
Owen Errotabere, the fantasy champion.
And William Harris.
The Bears.
The Bears.